What I intend by spiritual realization is I want to experience my fullest potential as soul and rise above body and mind. And
do you believe that your soul, your source, your inner being is already there?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you want to blend with that.
I want to be aware of that. I want to be fully consciously aware of that and everything that Abraham is aware of and what Jesus was aware of and what Buddha was aware of.
How do you propose to
do that?
Get there?
Through meditation.
Well, meditation is an effective tool because you quiet your mind and therefore you stop thought and therefore you stop resistant thought and therefore you're offering no resistance and therefore you're right there. But we would far rather see you in a moment of appreciation or in a moment of love or passion than in meditation, because whether you're meditating or whether you're appreciating, there's still no resistance. And when you're appreciating, you're fully present. You are allowing Source to realize with you right here, right now. That's the ultimate realization, you see.
Okay. Well, when I'm doing that, I'm appreciating and I'm fully in the here and now and I'm loving here and now and I'm fully in the here and now. And that's great while here on the physical plane. But what about if I want to experience non-physical and...
But this is the thing where humans get all misunderstanding about what it's like. What you just said is, I want to accomplish this spiritual realization so I can get out of here and
temporarily.
Nice clarification. And then do what Spirit is doing. And we want you to understand that what Spirit is doing is here with you. This is the leading edge of thought. We're not floating around as nebulous mists, thinking about things that are not specific. We're here with you on the leading edge. So if you want to be where Source is, focus here where Source is. But focus through the eyes of Source, not through a disconnected version of Source. That's good to know, isn't it? And it is a departure from what so many humans misunderstandingly explain.
My understanding is also, well, I thought that there's higher states of consciousness which are far more blissful and enjoyable than, although this can be pretty good here, but, you know, there's better.
The reason that you're stating your distorted point of view is because you have not yet allowed yourself to be in that vibrational place to experience this time-space reality from that broader point of view. So when you hear of others who have been living it, you assume they must be somewhere else. They're not somewhere else. They're just in a different frequency.
Right.
Make your statement again, because they were perfect words.
Well, my initial question?
What you just said, I assume that...
Oh, yeah, I assume that there is higher states of consciousness.
All right, so stop there. There are higher states of consciousness, meaning vibrations that hold less resistance. Higher states of allowing. But now, for just a moment, don't make it have to be somewhere else. Say those words about those who are living here and now. Say those about the artist who is painting or the musician who is receiving. Say that about the scientist who is knowing. Or say that about Esther who is receiving infinite intelligence. In other words, don't make it have to be on another plane in another world. This is where it's at. It's hard for you. You've practiced humility to a fault. Humans, you just can't believe that this is where heaven is, because in your misalignment, you disallow it. You see. Read everything you've ever read from everyone about that through this framework and feel the power of this. Your carefully chosen and really beautiful words. Just tweak it in that small way, that what you're talking about is not a different place. It's a different vibrational attitude in this place.
Okay.
But in order to understand that, you have to get it, that this is the leading edge. You have to understand that manifestations are happening here because this is the leading edge. Source is right here, but your part matters. It's important. You're not lesser than trying to figure out how to achieve that exaltation or that alignment or that worthiness or that. It's
Merging,
here.
that merging with my source.
Source is flowing to you. You are the one who must mold the thought by caring about the emotion in order to allow the merging. The best example we just gave you before segment of refreshment of Esther down at the gate, completely merged with source and experiencing a point of view of very familiar environment and having an extraordinary experience in her enhanced state of alignment. She didn't have to go to an altered state. She didn't have to be unconscious. She didn't have to have an out-of-body experience. She didn't have to die and go to heaven because there is no place to go. It's consciousness focused here.